It wasn't until the CEO saw his wife's signature on the divorce papers that he realized she was truly leaving him. Feeling a pang of regret, he tried to salvage the marriage by reminding her of his late grandfather, saying that if she didn't want a divorce, she could still remain his wife. But his wife bluntly told him that she now thought divorce was a good idea and that she never wanted to see him again. She said she wasn't fit to be the CEO's wife and that his ex-girlfriend could take on that role instead. The CEO became visibly emotional after hearing this, but he still thought his wife was just speaking out of anger. In reality, she had been hurt so deeply by him that she no longer wanted to endure any more pain. For 3 years, the woman had perfectly fulfilled her duties as a wife. In her husband's home, she not only did all the cooking and cleaning, but also took excellent care of her mother-in-law. But on their wedding anniversary, the woman was kidnapped. When she found an opportunity, she repeatedly tried to call her husband, but his phone, which had initially been ringing, eventually went dead. She felt her world crumble. At that moment, the CEO was having dinner with his ex-girlfriend. When his phone rang, she deliberately broke it, then feigned guilt, offering to buy him a new one. The CEO didn't blame her for her reaction, telling her that he had a spare phone at the office. She hugged him, thanking him for forgiving her, all the while thinking that the woman would surely be killed by the kidnappers. Meanwhile, the kidnapped woman kept crying, believing her husband was heartless and didn't care about her at all. Just as the kidnappers were about to harm her, the woman's brother arrived with bodyguards in time to save her. Seeing how his sister had been mistreated, the brother was furious and urged her to come home with him, reminding her that, as the sister of a wealthy man, she didn't need to serve such a husband. But the woman was still hesitant to make a final decision. It turned out that she had married the man to repay a life-saving debt. While she was working as a doctor with Doctors Without Borders, a bomb exploded near her, and the man shielded her from the shrapnel, causing him to fall into a coma for 3 months. The woman took care of him every day, but when he woke up, his ex-girlfriend was the one by his side, and she immediately took him away. As a result, the woman never had the chance to thank him in person, and the man never knew that she had been caring for him all along. After returning to her home country, the woman unexpectedly saved the man's grandfather. The man didn't recognize the woman, but his grandfather noticed her deep feelings for his grandson and arranged their marriage before he passed away. However, the CEO believed that the woman was deceiving his grandfather just to get his family's money and treated her poorly. The woman had thought that as they lived together longer, the man would eventually see her true feelings. But she realized she had been naive, as the man's biased view of her never changed. After returning home, the woman decided to ask for a divorce, but the man thought she was joking and threw the divorce papers aside.